Now we've covered a lot of different types of table calculations, but we're going to spend a little more time on the table calculation which is running total. The reason why I give a lot of emphasis over here is because there is something very special about running total, and Tableau now gives us even an additional excellent ability for having a more nuanced approach towards this kinds of table calculations. So where we left off before, we had a running total table calculation added, which is table across over the years from 2010 to 2013, that goes for every single product category. But let's say that we wanted to even further enhance this calculation and see it in terms of an overall progression for another table calculation on top of these values. Again, these are raw numbers and not in percentages. So how do we accomplish that? There is a way in Tableau where you can use a secondary calculation, and we're going to be seeing how we are going to be able to do that. So again, the steps remain the same. We're going to go and do edit table calculations, and there you go. You see running total, which is the sum, and right now it's on the specific dimension of order date. If we do across, it should still remain the same. Yes, it is. Now what I want to do is do a further analysis on this numbers, and what I'm going to do is click on this, which is add a secondary calculation. So Tableau now gives you the ability to have a secondary calculation. So the secondary calculation is now again on the running total. You can have a percentage difference or even a percentage of total. There are various different kinds of calculations that you are going to be able to do. So now I'm going to do a percentage difference from, which is a second secondary calculations. So there you go. You now have a very different narrative that is being told, where you see that the running total and it calculates the percentage difference. So the biggest jump in a way came in 2011, where the yearly increase was about 103%, but then subsequently it has died down quite a bit. So that gives you a very different narrative than what we saw previously. But it's again, at the core of it, it's just a different way to dissect and slice the data. So here are your two calculations. Think of this in terms of stacking a calculation over a calculation. So you've done one kind of table calculations and you've structured the data a different way. Now you're again making it different to give a different narrative. I hope that concept of running total is clear. Now this option of adding a secondary calculation comes in handy and gets enabled in Tableau while using a running total or a moving calculation. Those are the two types where you'll have a secondary calculation option available to you, which is this one. So that's a little bit about running totals. I hope you find this useful. You can use this tool to make a lot of useful calculations and analyses. Again, that quick tip, because we have done quite a bit of changes on our original table. If you want to clear all of those calculations and go back to your original view, all you have to do is clear table calculations, and it will clear out all the calculations that you have added. And as you can see, that upward triangle is no longer visible. You just have the standard triangle pointing down, which gives you all your options.